The topic for today's discussion is conduction of heat through a series connection of two bars. Let me correct, it is conduction of heat. Conduction of heat, right, through a series connection of two bars. We have two bars here of different lengths, x1 and x2, and they have different conductivities, k1 and k2, and their thermal resistance is r1 and r2 respectively. Q amount of heat flows through this end and comes out through this end. The temperature of the first end is T2, capital T2, and the temperature of the junction is capital T, and the temperature of the endpoint is capital T1. Now, from the equation of thermal conduction of heat, we know Q is equal to K1A for the first bar, K1A into T2 minus T into small t, which is the time for which the heat flows, divided by x1, the length of the first bar. Okay, and this is also same for the second bar, through which the same amount of heat flows, which is equal to k2 into a and to t minus t1. Now the temperature difference between the two is t minus t1 into small time t, which is time for which the heat flows, divided by x2, the length of the bar. Okay, so now the thermal current I is equal to q by t, and from that we can easily find out that it is equal to T2 minus T divided by K1 by K1A. I have taken the K1A in the denominator side, right? Similarly, for the next equation also, T minus T1 divided by X2 divided by K2A. The reason for taking K1A and K2A in the denominator is that we want to find out the thermal resistance, or we want to convert this current as an analogy to the uh, normal current that flows in an electrical circuit, which is I is equal to the potential difference divided by the resistance. So T2 minus T here acts as the potential analogous to the potential difference, and R is R1, R2, and R are analogous to the electrical resistance. Okay, so from this I is equal to now T2 minus T divided by R1 and equals to T minus T1 divided by R2, where R1 is equal to X1 by K1A and R2 is equal to X2 by K2A. Now, by in this equation, if we apply componendo, I is equal to T2 minus T divided by R1 equals to T minus T1 divided by R2. If we apply componendo, we get that I is equal to T2 minus T1 divided by R1 plus R2. Componendo is nothing, just you can do T2 minus T divided by T minus T1 is equal to R1 by R2. And if you just add the numerator and denominator, you will get that T2 minus T1 is equal divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so now we have a single rod whose thermal conductivity is capital K and whose thermal resistance is capital R, and the length of that rod is x1 plus x2, and q amount of heat flows through it, and the temperature of the two ends are T2 and T1 respectively. Then I is equal to q by T. Similarly, the equation for q by T will be equal to Ka into T2 minus T1 divided by x1 plus x2. From here again we will take Ka to the denominator side, then we will get that T2 minus T1 divided by x1 plus x2 by Ka, which will be equivalent to the R, thermal resistance R of the composite bar, single bar. From now this, if you compare these two equations, I is equal to T2 minus T1 by R1 plus R2 and I is equal to T2 minus T1 by R, then we can write that capital R is equal to capital R1 plus R2. Now if we put the values of R, R1 and R2, we get that x1 plus x2 divided by Ka is equal to x1 divided by K1A plus x2 divided by K2A. Is then a from both the sides gets eliminated, and you get x1 plus x2 by K is equal to x1 by K1 plus x2 by K2. Now if you have more number of rods or n number of rods arranged in series connection having lengths x3, x4, x5 simultaneously, whose conductivities are K1, K2 respectively, then the equation will become x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus xn divided by k is equal to x1 by k1 plus x2 by k2 plus x3 by k3 plus x4 by k4, and so on. So this is how we find out the thermal conductivity of the different